Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot Moon Podcast. I've been out for a few days, was on a little vacation. I'm back, and let's get right into it, man. So, Jalen Rose wants to come after Phil Jackson because Phil Jackson made some comments just about the NBA being too political and that he hasn't really watched basketball since the NBA had this bubble during the pandemic year in 2020. And look, Phil Jackson is a great coach, and Jalen Rose mentioned this in his rants of just he's coached some of the greatest black players, and yeah, he has. But just because you coach some of the greatest black players doesn't mean that all of a sudden you need to take a certain political stance, right? And look, Jalen Rose is part of ESPN, and listen, I like Jalen Rose. He does a good job. Some of his commentary is pretty good, but Jalen Rose is falling victim to the woke machine, man. And what I mean by that is that, ESPN is this liberal channel now. And, he almost got me too by Malika Andrews for damn near, a hug. So, and then now, he's pretty much coming after Phil Jackson. And I mean, look, it's okay to think that, a league is being too political. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'd agree with the messages or not, Phil Jackson is totally within his right to say it's too political, and he's not the only one that thinks that, right? But because Phil Jackson is a big name, and because he coached some of the greatest black players, he should automatically take a stance of siding with a lot of the social justice branding the NBA did during the bubble season. And I mean, look, man, like Phil Jackson, I don't think Phil Jackson is racist. Man, is he conservative? Possibly, but we got to get away from the idea that just because you're conservative or you don't agree with how a league is promoting certain issues, that you are labeled a racist or you're anti whatever group. No, it's just your opinion. It's how you feel about it. He didn't say, oh, I didn't like it because of this. Yeah, the messages was obviously for African Americans and wanting to bring social awareness especially for like police brutality and stuff like that. And considering the George Floyd situation was a hot it was a hot button topic at the time, and of course that gained traction, and NBA players within their right spoke up and stuff like that and wanted something to represent the cause. And it's okay for the other side to be like, what, I just want to watch basketball. I really don't, maybe they did care about the situation, but they didn't want to see it in sports. But I mean, look, man, this is just getting out of control, man. You got the women at ESPN speaking up against, pretty much showing support for women who are against, transgender women playing basketball. And then now we got Jalen Rose coming after Phil Jackson. Man, it's just, like I said, it's just too much. It's getting too much right now, man. Phil Jackson's allowed to have his opinions and think it's NFL, right? A lot of people thought the NFL was too political, right? So, I mean, you have just as much people on both sides, man. But to come after Phil for his own personal opinion, I think it's just kind of whack on Jalen Rose's part, man. And kind of alluding to him being racist. He didn't say it, but you can get the vibes, man. So, I mean, anyways, let me know what your thoughts on it, man. About Phil Jackson. Is he right? I mean, is the NBA gotten too political? Is he, I mean, do you think he's a racist for saying that? I don't think so, but let me know what y'all think. Anyways, thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.